Pholebis summons forth an aqueous fist that heads your way, Karun. And let's see what that's going to do. Oop. Okay, that's good. I just accidentally refreshed. Cool. Good way to start.
It refreshes me. It feels so refreshing, yes?
That's
You healed
exactly
1,000
what it
hit
does.
points. Wow.
Okay. The Naiad Queen Pholebis sends an aqueous fist your way. And let's see. This is going to be... Where'd that go? Here it is. That's a 33 to hit.
It hits.
Is it a critical?
Yes, it is a critical.
Oh boy. That's 26 bludgeoning damage. That's the first attack. The second attack.
Hang on, I'm doing math.
You can just click on your token, and then inside the red bubble, just do minus 26.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I've been doing this the hard way the entire campaign.
Oh no.
You can also just do plus if you're healed or whatever. That also works.
Today I've learned.
Okay. Let's see if it matters with attack number 2. That's a 29 to hit.
That also hits. It is not a crit.
For 13 bludgeoning damage this time.
I'm down.
Karun is just absolutely clocked by this fist. Hits her square in the face. And then for Pholebis' third action, she will... Let's see. I think... nobody's in range for that. She will... A lot to do there. Oh, we can do this for one action. Yes. She will heal herself. Okay. Okay. You see the water just sort of swirl around Pholebis as Karun gets knocked down to the ground and is currently dying 1. That last attack was not a crit, so you're a dying 1. And you are...
Quick question.
prone.
How do I mark it as dying 1?
You should have
Is
it
that
as
only
a...
in my character sheet?
There's a... You
It's
can
an
also,
effect.
Yeah, it's
All
an
right,
effect.
got it.
You can also mark yourself with a little
condition,
icon.
yes. Dying. 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 1.
Okay.
Also unconscious, flat-footed, and blinded. Is this right? Okay.
It
just
auto
making
selects
sure.
all of those. Yep.
Good. Just making sure.
Okay. The water begins to swirl around Pholebis, and you can see it start to close up her wounds. Okay. Karun, you get moved just before Pholebis' turn. And then Orashtak, it is your turn.
Yes. Now that Malefic has pulled Yara out of the water after I yelled, get her over here. First things first, I use reach in order to extend the range of life boost onto Yara. That will be 4 rounds of 6 points of healing, starting at the beginning of your turn. You do not roll for dying because you heal first.
Excellent. Thank you.
And I have one more action. What are we doing? This is not going well! Alec!
I'm still underwater.
If there is no response, I will continue to run.
Okay.
I'm overly concerned about Yara. I'm just kind of holding her and rocking and looking back at like, we finished what we started! And, I will wait.
Okie dokie.
That is the end of my turn.
Yara, it is your turn.
I think I spit a little bit of the water out at Malavic's face accidentally because he's kind of. What are you doing?
You're all right. Wake up. Get up.
Oh my god. I look around and I am able to see that Karun has fallen. I take myself to my feet. I believe that is an action, yes?
Yes, that is correct. You are prone, and to stand up will take one action.
All right. With my second action, I will go ahead and I will call on my curse even further. Oh wait, actually, for my second action, I'm going to use my healer's gloves first and foremost to heal myself for 18 points of healing. And then following that, with my last and final action,
Ow!
with my final action, I'm going to go ahead and I will cast, oh, hold on, my focus spells disappeared because these sheets always do this for some reason. I will use my oracular powers to go ahead and reach an arm out, pouring forth a golden light towards Karun to heal them for 11 points of healing. And am I able to see Arcelia under the water?
Ooh, I think Arcelia is 10 feet down right now. I'm gonna roll for it. Actually, let's have you roll for it. Perception check.
All right.
Won't be too hard.
That's a 12.
Okay. I think with a 12, you can probably just barely make out Arcelia.
Oh, shit! And I will extend another hand out towards her, and she will also be healed for 11 points of damage, and I will be taking, or of healing, pardon me, and I will be taking 5 points of damage for each of you per round if you are hit by something. And that is my turn.
And you can split that.
Yes, so it's, I can do it
creatures,
on
got
two
it.
people.
Yep.
Yes,
Because it's heightened.
Yes, it is heightened now that we've leveled up.
Okay, that is a big deal. Okay. Yes, Arcelia, you are also healed. Okay. So, Karun, you are still prone. You're still down on the ground, but you are no longer dying. You are wounded one, yes? Or is the wounded also healed?
I am under the impression that I am wounded one because I have been healed instead of dying one. Is this right?
Yes.
I believe
yeah,
so.
that does not.
But because I am prone, I am also flat-footed. Yes?
Good question. I'm not sure. I think
It's
there
what
is...
it did automatically,
Wait,
but I
prone?
know not to trust roll
Yeah, if you're
20.
prone, you're flat-footed. Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yes, you're flat-footed.
Prone, I am
prone.
flat-footed.
Correct.
Okay,
Okay.
making sure.
Alrighty. That's it for Yara's turn. The fist, which is kind of underwater and toying with Arcelia down below the surface. Its turn. Okay. It will continue trying to smash Arcelia into the ice flows below the surface of the water. Here we go. Incoming wave attack on Arcelia. 20 to hit.
That's a miss.
Ooh, okay. Arcelia, you're sort of swirling around in this like Coriolis-like effect from this vortex of water that's continuously like pulling you down. You see maybe this bit of water start to like bubble, and you can start to see like a different kind of effect below the water as it heads towards you. You quickly are able to bring up your arms and brace yourself against the ice flow and just kind of shove the the wave away. However, the second attack heads your way. This time a 15. Nope. And the last attack, I think, will be... I think what we're going to do then for this last one... no, it's terrible at that. It's just going to try and wave attack you again. Okay. Third wave attack headed your way. Same thing. You just brace yourself against this this torrent of force and water that just pushing you further and further into the ice. We see that like anime-like effect with your feet against the ice flow. Your feet just kind of like digging into the ice, but you hold yourself strong. You are not pushed further down into the water, and it is now your turn.
As I'm being buffeted by this water, I try to resist as with all my might, and I am focusing on the light coming from the surface, the light that I am so familiar with, Yara's light. And I try to kick off of the ice and swim up. I would like to get out of the water.
Athletics check.
21.
21. Let me confirm. I believe that is a success. Let me just double check. Yes, just barely. You managed to break the surface of the water as you gasp for air.
Very good. I would like to... As I break the surface, I look around, I see that Yara is up, and I see Karun is still on the ground.
Karun is on the ground. You see Karun is kind of like stirring and...
Karun! I will try to swim here and make it onto the steps.
Okay, what's your speed?
My speed is, I believe, 25. Where is this?
Okay. So I'll say that you...
25, yeah.
I'll say that you can get there with one action.
All right.
Just to like swim up and onto the ice. That'll be one action there.
Okay. And so for my final action, I would like to move...
Still have two actions.
2? Perfect. All right. What I will do is I will run up behind the Naiad, and with my final action, I would like to take out a flask of oil and uncork it and hold it over the fountain in a threatening manner. Stop this right now.
Intimidation check.
I will defile the last of what remains of your god if you do not stop. 22.
I would like to assist in this because I am also trained in intimidation.
Excellent.
While you're on the ground.
You're...
From the ground, I will say... I'm just a baby! She'll do it. You'd better believe her.
Let's see here. You see the Naiad Queen turn towards you, Arcelia, and you feel this, I guess this like this aura of contempt, and you see her eyes turn towards you, beautiful yet horrible at the same time. This visage of utter disdain and hatred turns towards you. I will make your death horrific and unending.
Can I dump the oil?
Absolutely.
I dump the oil.
Okay. You dump the oil. No! As the oil begins to spread out, you can see this reflective puddle start to form on the top of the water. The fountain is, constantly spewing forth the water, but now you can see the oil is sort of being filtered back into this process, and you can see the oil sort of mixing with the water, and and leaving these lava lamp-like bubbles, through the water.
Told you she would do it. You wouldn't believe me.
And you feel the Naiad Queen's focus is on you.
Excellent. That will be my turn.
Malvik.
I will take my arms from around Yara, and then I will brace myself on the ground. You'll see my claws extending as I get a little bit more feral on all fours, and I dash towards this fountain. With sudden charge, I move the same speed across land and water, and jump. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Raging Athlete gives me this. And I just slash at this fountain as hard as I can.
You attack the fountain.
I attack the fountain first.
Okay.
Yes, I do have haste.
Alrighty, make an attack roll.
29.
Okay. That is a crit. And that will be 22. Which damage are you doing? Piercing or
Slashing.
Okay. Slashing damage. You attack this fountain, and this one, unlike the other two fountains, is made of like a sculpted stone. But you hit it with such force. You see this large like divot taken out of where you've chopped it, and you see like a webwork of cracks spread out.
It is not down. It's still working.
It is still functioning, yes.
Then I will hit it again.
Okay. An 18 is you strike it. Go ahead and give me the damage.
Wait, did I not go through? Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
17.
Okay. You see more cracks spread out. Still hasn't been destroyed, but it's looking pretty fucked up.
Then I look at her and make eye contact as I'll strike it again.
You don't have any more. That was
Oh, you're right.
3 actions.
You're right.
He has haste.
2. Oh yeah, I do have one more action.
Oh, okay. Yep. You're correct. And you got to put in your life boost if you haven't. That should be down to
Yes, I'll
1.
do that as well.
Okay.
That's a 13.
13, unfortunately, is not enough. I think as you're striking this thing kind of like rapidly, you just kind of slip a little bit on the snow, and you hit it, but it just kind of deflected a little bit.
Yes. That'll be it.
Okay. Haroon, it's your turn.
How close am I to the Naiad? She's still here, right in front of me, yes? But she's not looking at me.
Yeah, she's not looking at you. She's turned towards Arcelia and Malvik.
I see. Do I have any sort of special bonus for attacking her with the dagger while she's turned away from me?
So no. Because
Alright.
yeah,
Dang.
she's not flat-footed, unfortunately, right now.
I am flat-footed.
You are currently flat-footed because you are prone. She is frightened. She's frightened. Well, actually, no. The frightened is gone now, and the flat-footed is gone now.
I can spend a turn to stand up from flat-footed and prone. Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It is a major action.
Yeah, 1 action.
1 action. All right. Then I will do that. Sorry. Still wounded.
If you were to stand either 1 space down or 1 space to your right, it would make the Naiad flat-footed.
Oh, really?
Yes. It has to be
Then-
opposite of an enemy.
So like
We
there.
basically
Sure.
sandwich it. Yeah.
Then I will make the Naiad flat-footed by moving to my side for my second action, and for my third action, I will take a little. I will have a little just a tiny little. Which is a 1d6.
That could have went so many directions.
I'm suddenly disappointed.
A little.
That's 4.
A little back of the neck. Little ambush.
She will hear that. She is currently frightened, and she will hear behind her.
That'll make
That would make me flat-footed.
Just like
I'm intimidated.
it's the sound of like an animal drinking from like a little fountain or something. It's the same noise.
There's a little ball. Yeah. There's a ball on the inside of the jar, and she's like a hamster.
Okay. That is
That's
it
my
for
turn.
your turn. Okay, Pholebis. Oh boy. All right. I think it is time for some
AoE.
focused beauty on the 3 of you. I think we're gonna do focused beauty on the 3 of you. All 3 actions. Going to try and focus her beauty. She turns towards all of you in this grand majesty, and you can see this beautiful figure, almost magnified by magic. You see the most beautiful creature that you've ever seen focus on you, and each of you, I need a will save from Karun, Malavik, and Arcelia.
29.
A concentrate, manipulate, or move action by any chance?
Good question. This is emotion, enchantment, incapacitation, mental, primal, and visual.
Okay, thank you.
So it is emotion, yes?
Yes.
I receive a circumstance bonus because I am so sad all the time.
Okay.
I will reroll.
Okay.
And if I
Rolling.
succeed with a success, it is a critical success instead.
You got a critical
You
success
got a critical
without
success.
it. So
There's nothing she can do to harm my spirit.
Yeah.
For I am doing more to harm it than anyone else.
However,
Yeah.
Arcelia, you are still stunned by this creature's beauty.
21.
Yeah, that is unfortunately not a success.
But it's not a crit fail.
Correct. Sorry, just double checking. Yeah. Yeah, Arcelia, that is a fail. Okay. That is it for her turn. Arashtak.
Why did you go back in?
We're fucking crazy, Arashtak! What do you expect?
We have
I'm gonna
Cloacus.
die! What do you want me to do?
Kill it!
I don't have anything! Let me see. What's the that's a decent range.
Just imagine Arashtak like taking out like the spell book and like licking his finger and turning the pages.
Oh, that won't work. No. See, that's me. Like, I don't even have a spell book. I'm just like, what can we do? That's all my spells. I cast Ray of Frost at
Meanwhile,
Pholebis.
this horrific mushroom leshy, this fungal leshy is like it's horrific little teeth just food.
I
Why
Ray of
is-
Frost, which is 120-foot
Jesus
range on its own.
Christ.
Pholebis, ha! That's a 28 to hit.
Okay, 28 to hit.
If you say that misses, I'm quitting.
Yeah, same.
No, that is a hit.
Yes. That's 8 cold damage.
You see the ice begin to spread, freezing some of the water around Pholebis.
I did something!
Rostak
Keep
says with a
doing
hand
it.
on the door handle.
Oh yes, it's right there. For my final action, we determined this is the front of the temple. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I opened the door.
Okay.
I'm ready to shut it, but I want to see. Oh, yep, that's what I was worried about.
You see a Draugr outside the door, Rostak.
Don't want to keep the door open. Hello.
Dang.
That's it for your turn.
Yep.
And now we get to add the Draugr to the fight. Thank you, Rostak.
No.
Nice.
Let's see here. I will put them... I'll leave them on 0 for you. How's that? I'll put them there. Okay. That's it for Rostak's turn. Yara, it's your turn.
I'm looking to my right, and I see that this fist creature is still there.
It's in the
so
water.
I gather my skirts and I fucking bolt up to this wall here.
Okay.
Using an action. Now, since my curse has been elevated to moderate due to life linking to Karun and to Arcelia, it's time to fucking heal myself. So I'm going to go ahead and I will summon forth a golden energy in my hands. And for 2 actions, I will be casting heal on myself. So that will be 18 plus
So
another
26.
16. Yes.
Oh, why do you get 16?
Because it's a 2 action, so that I get the bonus 16 because it's 8 per level. I'm casting a 2nd level heal.
Per level. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Got it.
All right, so that will be a total of 34 points of healing, and that will be my turn.
Okie dokie. Fist of Ragadan is about 10 feet down in the water, but it's 60-foot swim speed. So it will burst forth from the water over here and will move behind Arcelia. Actually, let me roll for that. Maybe it goes the other way. Let's see. Let's see. Odd will be Karun. Even will be Arcelia. Arcelia it is. Okay. The Fist of Ragadan appears in a spray of water behind you, Arcelia. It will then make you flat-footed, as it will try to hit you with a wave attack. That is a 28 to hit.
That will hit.
For 13 bludgeoning damage. The wave crashes down.
As I hear the water come up behind me, I will raise my amulet and reduce the damage by 7.
Okay.
And I will be taking 5 for you.
Okay.
So I only take 2 damage.
It will also pull you back 5 feet inside the actual fist of Ragadan. The water sort of has this riptide effect, pulling you out of the fountain away from the Naiad Queen. And then it will try and smash you down again with its final action. $19 to hit.
That will be a miss because I'm no longer flat-footed.
Mm-hmm. Catch yourself probably on the edge of the fountain, and you're inside the water of this this creature, and you are holding your breath. Okay. The Draugr. Thank you so much for introducing more enemies into the fight, Arashtak. You guys weren't struggling enough. The Draugr will move forward and will try to hit you. We're going to say that you're right here, Arashtak, as you've opened the door.
Ah, yes, I couldn't see where the grid are. Thank you.
Actually, it'll probably be... Yeah, I guess there's the...
Yeah, it's a little awkward, but
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Okay. The Draugr will attack you. So chat, if you're not worried, you should be. This is the hardest fight that they've had so far, by far.
Wait, including the cabinet?
That's actually a fair point
Yes, because you could run away from the cabinet easily.
there. I'm running away.
Sure you are, buddy. Great axe, headed your way. 24 to
And
hit
it's not a crit, thankfully.
for 7 slashing damage.
Ah, there's more things over this way.
And its last action, because it did move, will be another great axe attack.
That is a miss.
A 16! The first time something has actually missed Arashtak.
Ah!
It definitely would have hit you, Arashtak, but it like catches like on part of the door, and like the wood of the driftwood of the door sort of collapses under the attack here. And then a second Draugr enters the picture. It moves forward and will try to strike at you, Arashtak. 29
That's
to
a
hit.
crit.
There it is.
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh, that's probably minimum damage. Minimum damage? Yep.
I'll take it.
10 slashing damage heads your way, Arashtak. And a second great axe attack.
That is a miss.
9! Holy cow, Arashtak somehow lucking out and not dying. Wow, okay. Super lucky. That is very good. I thought for sure you were gonna get just knocked the fuck out.
Me too.
Okay. That is it for the Draugr. Arcelia, it is your turn.
I would like to move here.
Okay. You burst forth from the water of this living waterfall, the Fist of Ragadan.
As I stumble out, I catch my breath.
Got 1 action left.
I swing my...
Oh, actually, we goofed a little bit. Karun is still stunned as well. So you only had 2 actions that last time, but it's okay. That was my fault.
Wait, Karun is stunned?
Yeah.
Oh, that's she crit. Oh, different thing.
This is from previous sessions. She had leftover stun. That's why the icon's still there.
Would it have cleared when Karun went down?
Good question. I'm not sure. That's a
Feels like an
Pathfinder.
eternity ago.
That's a Pathfinder person question. I'm not sure. The stun clear if you're knocked out?
I feel like because the sun, like, roleplay wise, was because of the stunning beauty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Karun got knocked out. Anyway.
And then critically succeeded against it
Yeah,
afterward.
with a dagger of venom.
Okay. Did you have the dagger out before?
No.
Was it stowed or was it on your belt?
It was. I had my Morning Star out earlier. Would switching things cost something?
That's a good. I feel like I think it does in this game.
It's not in my backpack.
Okay.
If it was a worn item,
So it'd be
at least
worn.
you have access to it, yes. But if you had a shield out, I know in
I have a
D&D you
shield
could do
out.
the drop weapon, pull one out if it's equipped, but that's D&D.
interact. Draw an item.
We do have a confirmation the stun condition ends when they are knocked out, at least from chat.
Beautiful.
Okay. So yeah, we don't have to worry about that then.
For my final action, then I will draw the dagger and have it in my hand, so I don't make an attack.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Malavik, it is your turn.
In frustration of seeing everything go down, I will continue to whack at this fountain. $21.
21 for 20 slashing damage. You destroy the figurehead, this sculpture of Ragadan. No! As this sculpture is destroyed, you see ripples cascade through all the water around you, and the fist of Ragadan dissipates.
I will turn towards her with a smile of eternal hunger, and I will grab her by the throat.
You are still charmed from her.
I am not charmed.
Yes, you are.
I had a 29.
This is not from the beauty.
Well, I
This
mean,
is-
wait, the
this is
charm didn't fall off.
You got charm from the last session.
Oh, yes.
She has
So it
not
didn't fall
performed. She has not performed a hostile action towards you.
Oh, it stays on even if I'm underwater. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will still look at her with hungry eyes this time.
Different hunger.
Yeah, different type of
You
hunger.
must act friendly towards her.
And then what I will do is I will instead grab Karun by the throat. Because I am raging.
Hi.
And all I
Karun
know
goes
is...
limp like a cat.
And I will, when I grab her, and I will maintain a grasp. So I'll make an athletics check. 19 against your DC.
Yeah, what is your athletics modifier, Karun?
My athletics modifier, that's funny, is 0.
Okay. So he has to beat a 10. He does with a 19.
Easily.
Yep. You are currently grabbed.
Alright. Karun's fine with this.
Then I will move Karun back. Let's see, that was my second action. I have 2 more. I'll move Karun back 10 feet.
You can move her 5 feet. Or are you going to use multiple actions to do this?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, excuse me. I would be over here. She would be over there. I would hold her against, like, the wall area. So if you can move her once,
Like that?
thank you. Yep.
Okie dokie.
Karun pinned against the wall like that one meme of the tall girl and the short girl.
Now you know what I'm thinking. There you go.
All right. Now everybody's got to deal with that mental image. Karun, it's your turn.
was
I
great.
don't. I think Karun is going to use this turn to blush, actually.
The whole turn.
Get the
I
little
don't
like.
know what else I can do having been pinned against the wall, so,
Try to escape. I don't know.
no.
You can use your hands. No.
Karun's not going to escape.
No.
Karun will spend all 3 actions blushing.
You
And
get
maybe the last action will say hi.
You get that like that one anime like you know the like 4 lines that do that. They have that like cross. That special
That's it.
anime. Yep.
That's the one.
That's the blush one. Yep. Okay. Pholebis. Looking around at the devastation that you have done to her fountains, there's this like guttural How dare you! How dare you enter my temple, the Water Lord's temple! I will make you suffer. And she will. Any GMs use that? That is too much work. I'm not doing that. Well, it's just like it's
Good,
like
whatever it is, good.
it's like when people play druids, GMs are just like, oh fuck, you know. It's one of those.
Trot out the tables.
Just it's like, oh god, where's all my shit? Let me find the drawer. It's one of those. I'm not doing that. So I think what's going to happen here then is we're going to have.
If it helps, as soon as the water elemental is dismissed, Arcelia will say, "Looks like your lord has abandoned you now."
Yeah, it doesn't help.
Okay.
Oh yeah, fuck. Pholebis was hasted too. Oh my god, I found the blush emote. They have one here. Sorry, I have to do this because I need you to understand the exact symbol that I'm talking about. Okay? It's just... Oh, it's not going to show up. Let's zoom in so chat can see how insane I am. There you go. Alright. She's actually still hasted as well. I forgot about that. Oh no, we didn't cast haste because it was too much. She will haste herself right now. We'll do that. Haste on Pholebis, and then she will use an Aqueous Fist for her final action. Haste down at the bottom? Yes, it is. There we go. Okay, Aqueous Fist headed your way, Arcelia. $25 to hit.
That's a hit.
Or 15 bludgeoning damage.
I used my amulet, didn't I?
You can use it once a turn, right?
No, it's a reaction. It's once it refreshes when I have my next turn. So I'll take 15 bludgeoning damage here.
Okay. This more localized gout of water forms into a fist, and it just slugs you right in the chin there, Arcelia. Okay, that is it for Pholebis. Arostak.
The exit is blocked! Ah!
Nobody else was concerned about the exit. Everybody turns exit. What?
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I turned into a giant beetle!
All right. Of course you do. GM searching for the fucking
Don't worry, I posted the text.
Yep. I have a beetle. I will choose for you a giant stag beetle.
Yes, good.
Is it a large creature or is it
A medium. It is medium
okay,
size.
same size. Yep.
Yes.
So, Arostak, what does it look like as you transform?
My robe begins to harden and turn into a carapace and stretch over me as I begin to hunch over. Extra limbs crawl out. first scaled and clawed, and then begin to form and mesh into carapace as well. Horns spurt out of my head. My eye slits become more kaleidoscoped. And just these mandibles, somehow still able to pronounce words, begin to click and clack and bite and snap towards the Draugr.
Let me see. There's an actual giant stag beetle creature, but
that is, I think, technically what I am. Well, it says you envision a simple bug and transform into a medium animal battle version. So it's a battle version of it, yes.
I don't have a regular beetle. Do you have the stats and things that you...
I do, yes. It's in the list.
Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to let you worry about that
temp
shit.
HP.
Let you worry about that shit, and I'll give you control just in case you want to do something with that. Okay, there you go.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to put me just right behind so I can see the two of them for vision, so you don't have to mess with that.
Okay.
That's 2 actions. For my next action, I will attack. However, as I'm attacking, my mandibles lash out. You said I was a stag beetle. Yes, okay, good. Even though it's not a bite attack, that's basically what it would be in the equivalent here. And my mandibles grow larger and larger as I tap into my deviant trait for my melee attack.
Okay. Roll a...
Oh, no, that's 2 action. I don't do that. I see that says 2 action there.
Yeah.
I thought that was an augment to an attack, so my mistake. I just do a normal attack. You can tell what I'll do next turn. And let's see. Yes.
Attack modifier is plus 13.
13, yes.
24.
A 24 to hit. That'll be the Draugr to the north.
Okay. I don't think that is a crit, but let me double check. Not a crit. And this is what kind of damage?
This is, I believe, bludgeoning.
Okay.
Let me see. Beetle. Yes, bludgeon.
Okie dokie. Oh, and I forgot to make... They do the vomit thing on you as well. Which would have been like 4 times. But I'll just make you do 1 check. Do a vom check for me. That will be... Sorry, that is their grotesque gift, a fortitude save.
27.
Yep, that's all good.
All right. Roll for damage if I hit.
Yes, you did hit. Yes, the 24.
15 damage.
Very nice. Okay.
I've secured the exit!
That would be terrifying coming out of a giant bug.
Yep. Yara, it is your turn.
Well, that's something. As the wounds from Celia, as she gets hit, I end up taking some of that damage, and thus some of the life force comes pouring out of me. However, it comes back in because I have a Rashtak's life boost on me for 6 points of healing. From there, I'm going to go ahead and say, fuck this! I'm done being nice! And I'm going to go ahead and wave my hand over the rapier. And 4 needles will appear above my hands, levitating as I cast needle darts towards this bitch. For 21, which I assume does not hit.
21. I believe is not a hit. That is correct. Yes, the Naiad Queen swirls water up from the fountain, and it just almost like entropy. The needles are sort of slowed, and they just kind of like float in the water before they return back to you.
I let out a low growl, and I rushed towards Karun so that I might assist them next turn, and that is my turn.
Yep. Okay. Draugr will now attack the I need a good beetle name for Arashtak.
I was just gonna name one of the Beatles, but
Ringo. Let's just call him Ringo. Okay. The Draugr will try and strike with Great Axe towards you. 28 to hit your beetle.
That is a hit, but not a crit.
Okay. That is good, and I also need a fortitude save.
23.
That's good. You take 6 slashing damage as this creature strikes your hard carapace. Next attack. I think it's going to try and intimidate you. Not great at that. Never mind. It's too stupid. It will just try and hit you with a fucking great axe. 24 to hit.
That is another hit.
Okay. Another strike hitting your carapace, finding purchase on the seams in your carapace, sliding along. Okay, and a third strike. That's a 3.
That is a miss.
This time, it just can't seem to strike you. The one down south will now try and attack you. I think you're supposed to do will saves on each one of these, right? Let me just double check.
Fort saves on every hit or every attack. That's wild.
Draugr's attacks spatter their targets with rancid flesh and rotting seaweed. It's each time you're hit, so I need one more fortitude save.
28.
Okay, all good. And then this one down south will try and attack you. First great axe attack.
That is a miss.
22 is a miss. That is the most defense that Arashtak has ever had.
Yes.
Second strike. 7 is another miss. And for a third strike is another miss. And Arashtak, I think you just kind of tank your way through these hits, giving them bad leverage on you as they strike. Hitting the carapace. I mean, you can feel it. It still hurts, but it's not enough to cause any serious injury. Arcelia, it's your turn.
Very good. I will, for my first action, stab. 28.
28 is a hit. Okay. This is not a critical, so the special additional damage does not go off. Okay.
I sink the dagger into her side and rip it out.
Does haste give any extra armor like it does in D&D? Is there more?
No, it's just an extra action to move.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry for cutting you off. What'd you say?
No, you're good. I stab. I pull out some blood everywhere. And then for my second and final action, I will try to throw my arm around her throat and grapple her.
Okay. Give it a shot.
I'm going to use my last hero point to reroll 12, unfortunately.
Not enough. You try to grab her, but she's too moist to grab onto. Sorry.
aren't we all?
I mean, how many of us are sopping wet?
Like all of you, actually.
Okay. That is it for your turn, Arcelia. Malvik, you currently have Haroon grabbed by the neck, pinned against the wall.
I say, do not move against her. And then I'll look towards Yara. And if Yara's paying attention, my eyes are not seeming with the life that they seem to be as normal. They're kind of glassed over and more animalistic than normal. And I will then reach for my belt and pull out the hatchet. And I will look at her like, do not move against her. So one action to pull out, the hatchet.
And an intimidation check, I think.
Yes.
It is an automatic success. Karun is still blushing, and
That's a
she blushes harder
self-intimidation.
now.
Roll.
This intimidation check is for Yara. I have you grasp.
Never mind.
A 10.
Ooh, a natural
Natural
1 on
one.
that.
I will assist.
It's me.
I'm trained in intimidation and will assist however I can. I will blush intimidatingly.
That's 11.
Karun turns towards Yara
Not
Go
now.
with it.
Don't say
Working.
What? Malavik, you are not yourself!
And I'll try to fight back the urge. So that's 2 actions. I still have 2 more.
let me just double check, because I think you can... I gotta see the charm, because if you... I think you can make a roll for the charm. It's not a repeating thing that you can try to break. Is that like an action
We
that
have
you
to
can take?
we have to remove it, yes. But I'm not sure if it's like a sustain spell or anything like that. That
It doesn't
It's
say
not,
it
it
is.
just lasts an hour.
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
He
holy
has to be
shit.
attacked by it, otherwise that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
I
holy
do
shit.
see there could be some GM interpretation here, though. It says must attempt a will save, yes, with a +4 circumstance bonus if you or your allies were recently threatened it or used a hostile action against it, meaning this is the reverse.
I will
So
allow.
she has attacked us.
Yeah, I will allow you to make a will save here, Malavik.
Only because Yara. It's,
Well, everybody else has been attacked, so I think it's fair.
Cut in. Okay. Well, just for flavor text, since Yara said that, then I will try to fight back the urge. I will save.
Ooh,
49.
holy shit. You're rolling like fucking crazy. I think that is a success. Let me double check. She has a ridiculous spell DC. Yes, that is a success. Malavik, you break free of the charm.
I will let go of, if it doesn't take an action, I will let go of Karun.
Okay. You did your last top up, right, from the life boost?
Yeah, no, I'll do it now. Okay, so I have 2 more actions available. So I will, since I have the hatchet in hand, I will get wide-eyed and look at Yara and then look at my hands, and then I will toss the hatchet sideways towards Pholebis.
Yeah, this will be your last action, I think.
Yes, well,
Strike a move if he has only
this
done
is
3.
2. I have 2 more actions.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is regular rage. 21.
That is a miss. You throw the hatchet. Pholebis kind of looks towards you a bit surprised.
And then I will, while running, I will catch the hatchet on return and position myself behind her.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Wonderful, Malavik!
You
Jump.
tried to control me.
Jump into
Look to
the
Yara,
oily
he's
fountain.
so cool.
He is really cool, isn't he?
I love this. This is great.
Okay. Flat-footed. All right, Karun, it's your turn.
All right. I will. I think I'm still a little confused at what has happened, but I will load the short bow. Take an action to load it.
Your
and
hand
then
crossbow
aim
or the...
sorry, the hand crossbow, and Joanna. I will pet Joanna gently and say it is all right. Shh. There's been a lot of excitement, but soon there will be more. And I aim the crossbow and then fire at the naiad. Here.
Whoa! 30 is a regular hit. But that's max damage on Joanna. That's 6. Holy shit. You see the arrow sail past some of the water defenses that are like tried to be brought up to defend against this bolt, but they're not quick enough. And the bolt sinks into Pholebis' flesh.
You are powerless in the face of the mighty Joanna. Submit to her will.
Okay. Are you trying to intimidate?
No.
Okay. You
Was
still
that all
have
3
2
of your
actions?
actions?
I know it. I know she's intimidated. I don't have to try.
Okay. You still have 2 actions.
I would like to, I'd like to slurp down another little, have another little,
Little sippy.
another little,
Okay.
for
From
2.
2 HP. Alrighty.
That's right. I will load the crossbow, and that is my turn.
Okay. Pholebis will move with a step here, since her fountain has been polluted. What would she do? She's seen Yara heal. Doesn't like Yara very much. Doesn't like Arcelia very much. Roll for it. Going to go after Yara. Okay. So she's going to use that first action then. And we'll go here. If you have any attack of opportunity bullshit. I don't know if
Ooh,
either of
I
you have that.
do. I do.
This will use
also,
your reaction though.
Yes, it will. Excellent. Yes. I did forget to mention, I remember having a successful exploit vulnerability. So my mortal weakness would be applied to it instead of the personal antithesis. So that, I think 11 damage that I did, there would be an additional 2 empowered plus the cold iron weakness. So whatever number of cold iron.
Okay. You still have to hit with an attack, or if you're doing it right.
Yeah, so that was the last attack that I did, the 28.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
This was before, yeah. So it's a little extra damage there, but I will now use my...
Just to be clear,
Yes?
there was a much bigger reaction when you hit her with this cold iron weapon. This was a... this wasn't the normal strike. Did you... So, question.
Yeah.
Because you did switch weapons to the Dagger of Venom.
Yeah.
Does it transition to a new weapon?
Yes. The only difference is that I have to have one hand free, and so it has my shield. I can't use two-handed weapons.
Okay.
So whatever I'm using, it becomes my implement.
Gotcha. Okay. Very cool. So then, striking her with the
However-
Dagger of Venom was significantly more violent. You would have seen her flesh, it has that sort of same color as the water, that sort of bluish sort of tinge, and there was a... you could see that the flesh around the area where you stabbed her was significantly damaged. It actually flaked and cracked away, and there was a much more significant wound.
Excellent. So that would have been a total of 11 plus the 2 plus the cold iron, whatever the number is. But here I will use my reaction for implements interruption. I basically get an attack of opportunity. This will use up my reaction, and I make a free attack. I will use the Dagger of Venom again. That's a 20.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
You try to strike her, but she's moving very gracefully. All of her movements are very graceful, like a dancer. She's twirling about the battlefield here. As she moves, she positions herself to strike towards you, Yara. Water sort of trailing behind her, almost like a wedding dress, cascading. And it dances along the icy surface as she approaches. And as she does, the water around her begins to form into an aqueous fist, and she will try to strike at you. A 19 to hit.
Does not hit, darling.
Nice. Okay, this first attack is not enough. Yara, as you spin to see the Naiad Queen coming at you quickly, you manage to bring up your weapon and sort of splash this aqueous fist away. And a second attack. She is hasted, she's moved, and she's attacked once. This is a second attack. 16 to hit is another miss. With this, which is insane.
I'll take it, thank you.
Yep. That is a miss. 2 misses in a row. Crazy. Okay, and third aqueous fist. An 18 is a miss. Now, it gets harder each time, but still, that's crazy. What just happened. Each of these fists are kind of parried away, almost just on instinct. Yara, you're batting them away as the water splashes you. It still feels like really hard rain, sort of like hitting you in the face. When the rain kind of like goes sideways in a bad storm, and it kind of stings a little bit. It still has that sort of feel to it, but this is a miss.
My makeup's waterproof, bitch.
I don't need makeup.
It's not about needing it, it's about liking it. What's wrong with you? You're not a girl's girl.
They're so catty, Joanna, not like you and I.
Ugh, what a pick-me.
That is
Trying to
so
think of-
fucking funny.
Arashtak, it's your turn. Ringo.
Yes. Now we attempt this. My bones, what little I had left of them in this form, begin to harden, flex, and grow in these mandibles. Stretching out and getting ready for this incredible Titan swing. I know I need to make a backlash roll, but I believe I can do that after the attack regardless. And so I shall.
It's a flat D20.
Yes, I'll do that first. I think that's a make it break it. I needed a 5.
I want to. Yeah, it starts with a 5. It starts with a 5.
It starts with 5. Yes. Ooh. And then my attack roll of 21.
That is a hit. That's some damage.
If you notice, with this extra attack, not only does it push them, but it adds a die of attack damage. That's a 3d10.
You strike at this Draugr, the same one, and you said it does a push attack?
It pushes back 5.
Okay. It gets pushed back. Yeah.
Yes, there we
some
are.
of this rotten, fetid flesh falls off of the creature. It's still up.
I shut the door with my mandible for the final action.
Okay. Close the door.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Fantastic.
Such an Arashtak move. Just like, but imagining Arashtak in Ringo form, closing the door is the best part.
He's like, poof, fuck you. Close the door.
Yara, it's your turn.
Question. and I feel like I should know this, and I was looking it up, but I couldn't find it. Casting a spell that has a range. Mm-hmm. Do we get penalties if we're in melee, technically?
So only if there's an attack roll.
Only if there's an attack roll, and then what is the penalty for that?
I believe it's a circumstance bonus or penalty.
-2, maybe? That's usually
that
what
is
they
correct.
are.
-2, all right. Thank you. Well, I suppose I shall take this opportunity. I will look at Karun. Karun, get the fuck out of here! And I'm going to go ahead and use a turn to step back and stride over towards Arcelia. So that is one action. And for my next 2 actions, I am throwing those needle darts yet again at this bitch. For a 29 to hit.
That is a hit.
That's 13 with cold iron on them.
With each pinprick, the Naiad Queen screams in pain. And you can see the flesh flaking and cracking and breaking away.
Ooh, you actually could use makeup. That's my turn.
Does that count as a demoralize?
Okay. The Draugr.
Too stupid to open doors. That's right, yes?
They open the door.
Damn it.
Oh, I was also healed, and that's the last bit of healing from Arash talk.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
The Draugr are undead, right?
They are.
Can we get a thumb check? Do they have thumbs? Have they rotted off?
The thumb's rotted off. Can we get a thumb check? Sorry, it would have been this door. Okay, this one rushes over. It's going to use a turn to move and open the door as another turn. And last turn will be to try to strike at Ringo. Talk.
I liked Rosh Tank from earlier.
Ooh, that's a 35 to hit.
Yeah, that one is the crit. Yes.
Oof.
Roll low.
22 bludgeoning damage.
Still up, just barely.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I rolled the wrong thing. That is not the right roll.
Yes, you did. Oh, God.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Not taking
Wrong
that
thing.
damage yet. Thank you.
Retcon
like,
that. Sorry, that was that was her attack.
The queen, yeah.
Okay, great axe. Here we go.
Hey, it's a crit.
Would you look at that?
Oh God. That will be 18 slashing damage.
Still slightly better, but ouch.
That is it for that Draugr's turn. The other one will open the door for one action in front of it, move forward for another action, and attack with its great axe for its last action. Cannot believe that shit just happened.
That is a miss.
21. It brings the great axe down. You are able to bring your mandibles up to deflect the attack. This time, Arashtak. I do need a fortitude save from you, though, from the other one.
28.
28. Yep, that's good enough. You're all set. Arcelia, it's your turn.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I will stride over into the corner with my first action. And my second action, I will... 25 with the dagger.
Gonna be close. That is a miss.
All right. That's my turn.
Water erupts from the ground around the feet of Pholebis. I will end all of you. And splashes and blocks the dagger strike. Just sort of sends your arm away from her body. Malavik, it's your turn.
I'll stand up in this oily water and turn my attention towards her. just eyes bloodshot red, and I will just run over with sudden charge and strike at her from behind while she is flat-footed.
Okay.
No. 31.
31 is a regular hit.
Oh, even with flat-footed, damn, so close.
23 damage, and then
Malavik, how do you kill her?
Well, I will pierce through her backside with piercing damage. I will run the great sword through her, and then I will grab her shoulder, or actually her hair from behind, and pull her towards the sword, towards me, to where I can be in her ear and be like, touch my family again, and I will see you in the afterlife. Then I will crack her neck and drop her to the ground.
Karun reaches up and pulls her hair a little bit idly. Like,
You know how hard it is for me to stay in character, goddamn.
Arcelia, you're no longer stunned. Okay, Malavik. Is that it for your turn?
No. That was only 2 actions. I have 2 more.
Where is Arashtak?
I'll look around and then I will use my movement. I'll use, I have 2 actions, so I will dash to here. And that'll be it for me.
I need to know where you go.
Sorry.
You need to show me your path. So you can left click to grab your token and hold it. Left click and hold. And then right click for your steps that you are taking. Keep in mind there are walls and shit and water.
Oh, there's... Oh, okay. You're right. All right, give me 1 second. I'll go here. Here. There. And there.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Shock.
You don't see a Rostok, you just see this large beetle.
Oh, no, I'm screaming out. Shock, I don't know where they are.
I'm here!
Wait,
I need help, Draga!
I don't say anything. I don't know what the hell's going on at this point. I just see Draugr, so I'll...
Draugr in a big ass stag beetle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it in my turn.
Okay, Karun.
and Karun's still just, yes. All right. What else is here? Looking around for the first time in a long time. Karun am I still wounded having healed so much?
Yeah, you're still wounded.
All right.
We get rid of that out of battle.
Got it. All right. I will move 30 feet towards the sound of the dying lizard. I need to figure out how to measure that.
This is 25
Yeah.
and this is 30 if you want to go there.
I'll go to there. That is where I will go. All right. And the distance between here and the lizard is 80 feet. This is feasible for the crossbow, yes?
Oh yes, we
established.
We've determined a few things. First, you can huck a potion ridiculously far. You take a small,
right.
you take a 2 circumstance penalty to Brett Favre the fucking thing, 100 up to 100 feet. Or you can fire your hand crossbow, which will essentially suffer the same penalty.
All right.
Actually, does it have a max? What is the max?
Yes, you can go, I believe it was 6 times for increments. So it'd be an extra 120 feet, I think, on top of. It's 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, you're gonna suffer a penalty with the hand crossbow, but you can still try.
So I can chuck a potion
Yep.
without the penalty.
Both will give you a penalty.
Oh, all right.
Because you're past your range on both.
All right. Well then, I still have a dread ampule. Is that what works with the Draugr? I can't quite remember.
Yes, that I believe. No, fire worked too, didn't it?
I feel like fire didn't work like at all.
Okay, I know you.
That's why I have 6 of them still.
You found out that they are resistant to fire.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will chuck my last dread ampule, just as far as I can, into the center of these enemies here.
Okay. Okay, so that will be a 20 to hit. Which one are you aiming at?
The one closest to Rashtak.
Okay, they're both close to a Rashtak in the same distance.
Oh, then right in the center. This one, the one at the top of the.
Okay, the one on the north.
Battle map.
Okay. That is a hit. You actually hit it with this mega Hail Mary Dread Ampule throw.
You see Kurian take a couple steps back and take another step, and it's got some spin on it.
Yeah, there's a spiral. Crazy.
The little trails of.
Okay. And that is for 5 mental damage. It's absorbed into the orifices of this Draugr.
The other one takes splash then, yes?
Splash damage.
Uh-huh.
And instead of 1 splash damage, it is 4 splash damage because of the.
I have to check and see because I don't know if you get the splash damage. I think you have to choose, like if you hit it or if you do the AOE, when you make the attack roll. There's some bullshit about the splash damage. It's like I don't think you get it automatically. Can anybody, any of our Pathfinder people in chat, let me know on that? Because that's one of those rules that's like hard to find.
Written. This one is how it is written.
Right, but I don't know if the splash actually happens if you're hit.
Nerds, where are you?
Okay, yep.
Yes, very nice.
Okay, very cool.
Good.
I think you can always make the choice, though, if you want the splash damage to go off or not, is what it is.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, so the other one also suffers some splash damage. Okay, very nice.
And it is 4 splash damage, not 1, because of the intelligence modifier.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, nerds. And that is my turn.
Okay. Pholebis is
I will
down.
take for my last action, I will take cover behind the pillar.
Okay. Yeah, I think you still had enough. Yep. Okay.
Good.
Ringo Talk.
Yes, I would like to attack this one at the top. I'm gonna do the same. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna do a regular attack. 27.
That is a crit. Give me some damage.
28 damage.
How do you kill it?
It's one of those stag beetles, you know, when they lock horns. I know Hercules beetles do it too, but they lock. I snap my mandibles around it and just throw it to the side up against the wall, trying to break its spine.
Absolutely. It crashes against the driftwood nearby with a large crack as you send it flying, Arashtak. Okay. Then, when it falls to the ground, you see this strange ethereal shape emanate from the creature, and it rushes towards you. I need a will save, please.
Yes. That's an 18, but if that fails, I'll re-roll it. I think that is a fail. So yes, I will re-roll it.
Okay.
23.
23. Arashtak, you sense this presence trying to curse you with a sea mariner's curse that you saw take place previously against Yara. Summoning up your magics inside, you are able to fortify yourself against this and push this curse away from you.
Looking down at my wounds and my hydraulic fluids of the insectoid form leaking, I flee the other way.
Okay.
10 to 25 for the first action. I think, was that right? Oh, nope, that's the wrong version of me. Should be this one.
Okay. You should have control over that as well.
Yes, I just grabbed the wrong one. Just making sure. 25. Ah, perfect. I move directly behind Malavik. This is just for my vision. There, I took out one! One of them is for you, Malavik!
Hella confused.
This beetle scurries underneath your legs. Like, it just rushes, like, under... It's very large. Like, it definitely grazed something.
So bad. I'm just... You know, Malavik, it is not like insects. Okay.
They're weakened for you! Only one left!
Yara, it's your turn.
Oh, wonderful. All right, so first and foremost, I will go ahead and let's see here. Yes, I will rush 25 feet, utilizing one of my actions to get near Karoon. Karoon, darling, give me your injured parts. And when she does give me her injured parts, I will go ahead and I will treat wounds at an expert level, utilizing my battle medicine. With a critical. So 27 plus another 2d8. So that's going to be 31 points of healing.
Very nice.
Wonderful. All right.
Is blushing again.
Why are you blushing? Stop it.
It's
That's
just
weird.
Blood rushing to my face.
Oh. All right. Fine, and I will rush off and make my way to Rostok, and that is my turn.
Okay. Let's see here. Drauger will rush forward. When I say rush, I mean we'll just barely get to in front of Malavik, and we'll try and strike with a great axe. 18 to hit is a miss. Malavik, you bring up your sword and deflect it away. Arcelia, it's your turn.
All right, I will move. Let's see, 25 feet for my first action. This is another 25 feet here.
Okay.
And then I'll move here for my final action. I begin to run into a sprint, jumping over the lowering water here as I fall into position. That is the end of my turn.
Malavik.
I've just had enough with this, and I will come from an overhead swing down to the Dorger. This will be a regular rage attack, as it is fire resistant. 21.
That is a hit.
19 damage. Then I will have the blade embedded and take my hand and slap on the hilt so it goes down further. A second strike. 16.
That, unfortunately, is not enough. The creature, I think, uses its own hand to, like, push the sword out. before you are able to further damage it.
Okay, and I have 2 more goes, so I will swing once again. For 18.
18 is a hit.
All right,
How do you kill it?
Oh. As it's bringing his hand up, I will then use the momentum and swing the blade around the backside, just missing Orashtok or B-Talk or whatever. And I'll go with an upward swing and reverse the direction to slice through it from the bottom up.
You strike this creature. It slumps, falls to the ground, and I need a will save.
Okay. 29.
29 is enough. Your rage carries you through this magic that tries to assault you, but your pure fury and your stubbornness sloughs off this curse as this creature sinks into the water below.
I'll turn my attention to this beetle.
Out of combat. Or are we?
Malavik, wait!
We are.
And as I swing down, my rage falls, because I believe that was our 10th round.
It wasn't.
Oh, then I will come down and hit the ground before, just by hearing Arcelia's voice.
Wait!
I will then lose rage. Explain. What is this?
I cancel my spell as I have my carapace kind of form back into my robe. That's the thing I have.
I'll lend a hand, an arm, forearm to Rashtok to help them up.
I sit down, very bloody.
Oh, Rashtok, darling. Can you all please just make sure the area is clear and safe?
Fine. I will walk around and check the area where we were at the fountain to make sure nothing's resurrecting or doing any foul play, and make my way towards the corpse of Pholebis.
Mm-hmm.
And look on to her and check her over.
Sure. Okay. Sorry, I accidentally closed the document. It had all the cool info in it. So give me a second to open that back up. But you begin to take a look around and see what's going on. I think as you look towards the fountain, you can see that oil has sort of like spread and like really like darkened the water, and it's just kind of all murky and absolutely desecrated, I guess we can say. It's been desecrated. This fountain to Ragadan, the Water Lord. And you begin to look over this Naiad Queen Pholebis. This creature looks as if it has been in the water and like drowned. You know, like it has that sort of bloating already towards her. She's no longer the most beautiful creature that you've ever seen. She's a dead body that looks as if it has been drowned and bloated and off color, and there is no beauty left in this creature. Just this sense of this malignant nature.
Kind of mid, honestly.
I will check to see if there's anything of value on her, and if there's not, I will pick the body up.
The armor that she was wearing is fairly intact. There is also a plate for like offerings that is in front of the fountain that you notice. It's been a bit scattered, but there are various pearls and aquamarine emeralds that are around.
Okay.
There
Oh,
is.
okay.
Also, make a perception check for me.
I'll re-roll that because I have
13
plenty of
getting
points to do
rerolled.
it. Where is it? 24.
Okay. 24. There's also a some kind of stick, a big stick that's kind of like leaning against the this passage down to the south.
Okay. I will pick her body up, and as I do, I'll say you were a victim too. And I will carry it over to everyone. And I will gently place her down without any kind of anger and place the items that I found down next to her. And I'll say, she's a victim as well. As we do know that the gods tend to promise us, overpromise us. We should treat this body with care as we do everyone else. Proper burial to release this one spirit. This area seems to be a trap. Longing of spirits fighting their way to try to escape the imprisonment of long-lasting duty. We give them a burial, their spirit goes to rest. I feel like our job is not done until we do so.
Well, firstly, let us worry about our living. And I'm going to make sure this entire time I would be, fist deep in Arashtok's wounds, trying to get everything stitched up, treating wounds at an expert level. I will re-roll that. Using my hero point.
17 getting
Both
rerolled.
fail.
Oh,
Yes,
16
both
getting rerolled to a 17. Okay. Unfortunately, what happens when you fail here?
I think that the wounds are a little too wide. It's very strange because Arashtok's coming from this other form, so these wounds have kind of... they're sort of scaled to what he was, and I'm trying to fix them, but I'm going to need a little bit more time for this, I think. They're a little too wide.
It's fine. We're out of danger. I can meditate a bit, I think.
It is not fine. This flesh is rendered. I'm going to have to cut all of this in order to stitch it properly. It keeps tearing.
Let me meditate. It will regrow on its own.
Alright.
I'll set up a fire. Perhaps it can help you get a little more comfortable.
I would like to take a sample of the Naiad corpse, please.
Sure.
Just have a little
slice them off.
sampling.
Yeah, give me a crafting check.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, you get some bloated Naiad queen flesh.
I know that my alchemical reagents are drawn from my hair. Perhaps this Naiad corpse could be of use.
Yeah, definitely. So the way that I want to sort of handle your reagents that you are required to use for your various components, like you have your infused reagents that you can use, or you can actually find herbs and shit like that. And depending on what
Garbage, trash from the
ra-
world.
Yeah, random dumpster diving. You can find reagents, depending on how resourceful you are. I will categorize them for you. So what you can do is you can add them as inventory items based on what I'm going to essentially give you. So they will be like a lesser reagent or like a minor reagent, and you can use that to create any potion of that quality.
Wonderful, thank you.
Okay.
So this one is...
This one will be... let me see what those levels are. It's minor and lesser. Is that right?
Yes, I think so.
I think lesser is the same thing as minor. They're just different types. And there's lesser, moderate, and then something else that I don't know because I don't know any of those.
Let's see here. I don't think that's right. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the right versions of these. I feel like it's the only thing I can find when I'm not looking for it, and now I can't find it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So it's lesser, moderate, greater, and major.
Okay. So this will be a moderate.
All right.
You can say moderate reagent. Just put 1 for that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Malavik has sort of brought back, he's collected several like pearls and aquamarine gems, bringing them back to you guys, as well as the Naiad Queen's body. Did you also bring that stick, or did you leave that there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I brought the stick. Laid everything next to the Naiad Queen as I laid her down.
Take a few minutes to do all that.
Also found the rest of this stuff.
I'm leaning up against a wall, pulling out mosquito candles, which are the opposite of what you think, and meditating as best I can, trying to commune with the mosquito witch and recollect myself.
Yeah, it's super rough here, Arashtak. This is like the antithesis to your ideal environment.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
I'm making an effort to try to make it a little more hospitable. I spend the entire time essentially making a camp for us, so it might help a little.
Sure. Arcelia, why don't you make a survival check for me then?
Very good.
I retrieve my any tool from the spigot.
Oh, good idea.
That's a nat 20.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, Arcelia, you've gathered up some of like the bones and like some of the rancid flesh that was, from these Draugr, and there's maggots and stuff in there. It's great for a Arashtak.
That actually is rather nice. Yes, thank you.
Could you make them buzz a little less loud? Since Arashtak does not want me to continue healing him, I will be taking a moment to refocus in order to reduce my curse.
I can't reduce the buzzing, sorry, but you could step aside if you wish. I didn't say no to healing in general, I just said give me a moment and I can get the worst of them.
Right, you handle that. I'm going to take a moment, and then I will help you.
Is this 10 minutes?
Yes, my refocus is 10 minutes. I'll take 20 if they give it, but I'll at least do 10.
Well, you probably could have refocused as well during the situation where I was healing you, so we're at 20 minutes if we are refocusing.
I'll say no to that, only because I have to be focused. If you're healing me and I'm trying to meditate, I don't think that would work.
Okay.
While that's going on, I'm going to be trying to chop at this driftwood wall. I know there's bones inside too. Just trying to salvage as much wood as I can.
So the walls wouldn't have bones in them.
Okay.
Yeah, they'd be sort of set in like the ice primarily, those steps and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, we're trying to get as much wood as possible, and I'm gonna lay it down next. I'll walk up to Karun and say, "Would you mind helping me?"
Yes.
Oh,
yes, of course. I will help you. Of course, I will.
All right. I would like to build a coffin that can float. Just like you did earlier.
One coffin coming up. How big you want it? You want a big coffin, little coffin, skinny coffin, big fat coffin? What kind of coffin do you want? I can make it any kind you want.
Her body size, the Naiad.
That one?
Yes, we're gonna give her a proper burial to see.
All right, but you have to touch her.
I do not mind.
Okay, make a crafting check. There you go, 27. Easy peasy.
I will build you the best coffin. Karun spends an extra long time here.
Karun has like a Karun has like sandpaper. There's like a planing tool. Yeah.
There's special little hinges she's been saving.
Like this driftwood is terrible. You know, it's like waterlogged, and there's like bits that are super. It's this weird combination of like super dry from the cold, but also kind of waterlogged wherever it was like making contact with the ice.
Gross.
Yeah. Awful to work with, but somehow Karun has made it work.
It is beautiful now.
This is beautiful. And I'll pick her up and lay her in. Well, before I do that, I'll try to find. Is there anything?
I'd say that takes about an hour, by the way, to make that.
Sure.
Is there anything laying around that can dampen, or not dampen, but like soften the insides? Or I know there's no flowers or no like. Is there straw or anything of that nature? Or
not really.
No. Okay. Well, do the best we can. With
use
her.
some of the wood shavings from Karun.
I'll mash the wood up as much as possible. And then lay her inside gently. And I'll look over to Yara and Arashtak to see how they were doing, and Arcelia, and ask Arcelia to if she's at the fountain. And I would ask them if they could give a word when everyone is together. And that'll be it.
After my companions are as comfortable as I can get them, I will make my way over towards the fountain, and I will try to salvage what pebbles and handfuls of dust that I can from the statue, essentially to put into my component pouch, categorizing it as dust of a defeated evil lord.
Okay, make a survival check.
Because I can absolutely use this later. Survival. A 17.
Okay, not a lot. You get something from this.
It's enough. Then once I've gathered that, I will return to my companions.
Excellent. During the time that they've all been building things and whatnot, I will go ahead and I will utilize all of that time to go ahead and attempt to firstly heal Arashtak and my wounds, see if I could stitch them together a little bit better. So let's go ahead and do that first one. That is a 28. So Arashtak, you are given 24 points of health back. If we are uninterrupted, of course. And let's see here. And my wounded one is removed. And how is Arashtak looking? Could he use a little bit more time?
I definitely could, yes. You would see that the major wounds are closed, but there are still many left.
All right. And you said that it was about an hour that it takes them to make this, right?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. So, we're at 30 minutes. Okay, so firstly, I'll attempt on Arashtak again. Karun is busy, so I can't go ahead and heal her, even though she's wounded and I'd like to.
Not now, Yara. I'm busy.
Oh, it's fine. That's 32 for healing Arashtak, which is a critical. So that's an additional 2d8. And if anybody else is free, and obviously...
Good for you, Arashtak. It was healed with the first one, because he's got enough HP to cover a regular beetle.
I think I would try to encourage, since I can work on two people at the same time, I would encourage Arcelia as well, since she's not working on anything. So she would have been healed as well, yes.
Thank you.
Of course. Of course.
As you finish tending to my wounds and wrapping me in a fresh bandage, I put my hand on yours, Yara. Thank you. We almost lost you there. I just want you to know that we would have done anything that we could to save you.
I'll turn my hand over and I will grab hers and squeeze it. When everything went dark, I knew that I was in good hands. So...
I squeeze your hand and I pull you into a hug. I'm glad you're okay.
I am too. And I'll squeeze you. No more brushes with death, yes?
We're far away from home. Let's hope not.
Yes.
And then I will walk away, blushing, because I'm full health again.
Tilt my head like a confused puppy. Is everyone else all right? Can I put my things away?
Was Karoon all right?
I'll take a little sip of whatever you're offering.
A little bit of this, little bit of that.
Is it drugs?
No, it's a lot of stabbing and accelerating my healing, utilizing my magic. Does that sound good to you? You've got a nasty one right there.
Yes, alright.
Alright.
I want a sticker afterwards.
I don't have stickers. But you're going to feel great after this. And you are healed for 25 and your wounds are removed.
Thanks.
But I will try and find stickers for you. It's only for you, don't go telling everyone.
Korean just kicks a rock. Shucks.
Alright. Are we all well?
Yes, thank you for the warmth, Celia. What is... I point at the stick that Malevic brought over. What is that?
I'll toss it your way and start moving the coffin towards the door. Take a look, and then I'll just start moving. I'll drag the coffin close to this area over here in silence.
I'll help you carry that.
Fine.
This stick, how big is it? Is it like walking stick? Maybe a staff is more accurate of a statement? Maybe?
You can make an Arcana check.
I can, and I also have Detect Magic, which I can just do as a cantrip first anyway. Because I just want to see if it's magic like I assume it is.
Yes, it is.
It's magic! Alright, yes, I'm going to make an Arcana check.
So I think that the Detect Magic registers the presence of magic. No information beyond the presence. So it is
Correct,
definitely
yes.
magical.
Yes.
You can make an Arcana check, though.
I will.
17.
I mean, I think I'm going to re-roll that because that's just going to tell me it's magic again. It's my assumption. I have a hero point. I haven't used too many of them, so let's see if that gets better. 23, yes.
You noticed a few things. First and foremost, I'm not sure timing-wise how all this worked out, but they were loading Pholebis' body into a coffin. Did you use your detect magic before she was sealed in there?
Were we told of the armor that she had? Because it was fancy, right?
As soon as I laid her down, I explained that the items were there.
Yes, yes.
And we had an hour in between building.
I know she's magical.
We're also
'cause I
all
took a
loot
piece of
goblins.
her.
There's no way we would leave everything in there. Yes,
I don't
probably.
know. This is why I'm asking. I don't like
Yeah,
all
I-
assumptions.
I thought he put everything down so we would take the things.
I specifically said I put all the stuff that she had on her down next to her.
Yes.
All the items next to her.
The leather armor that she's wearing is also magical.
So maybe in this, while I'm looking at the staff, maybe the detect magic is still kind of like, oh, that armor is magical too. By the way,
The staff is a staff of evocation. The armor is a +1 glamored leather armor.
I inform that armor's. that's glamored too. That may be better than what most of you in light armor are wearing. And this staff is of evocation. Do you mind if I use this staff? I can give the old one to someone. It is a plus. It has some magical enhancements to it, but not much.
The armor, glamored in this case, is a rune type, and this allows this armor to be disguised with a mere thought, meaning you can change the shape and appearance of this armor to appear as ordinary or fine clothes of your imagining. The statistics on the armor don't change. And only a creature that is benefiting from true seeing or a similar effect can attempt to disbelieve this illusion.
I portray this to everyone.
I have no use for that armor, but is your staff something two-handed?
Yes, it is.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Usage, this staff is held in one hand.
The staff of evocation, my +1 staff, I believe, is 2, though.
Yep. This staff
I am
of
asking
evocation.
of the other.
This staff of evocation can supply one casting of all listed levels of all listed spells. And in this case, that would be the cantrip, Ray of Frost. First level spell, Magic Missile, Shocking Grasp. Second level, Acid Arrow, and Glitter Dust.
For free?
For free?
So it has a number of charges.
Okay.
It has a number of charges. You spend a number of charges from the staff to cast a spell from the list. How many charges do you get? That is the question. I have to check on that.
Yes.
But it is item level 6, so that might be directly related to how many charges you get.
So, who wants the armor?
I do not have use for glamorous armor.
I prefer something heavier.
Because I love leather armor. I like wearing the skin of another.
What?
You know,
No.
the skin.
I think what Karun means is that leather is technically an animal hide.
Right.
Right. Yes, no. Go for it. I mean, my armor has these fancy studs, so it's a little bit more protective.
Joanna yearns to be wrapped in the flesh of another. I will immediately change into the armor, the glamorous armor. Vestments befitting of Her Majesty Joanna.
Certainly. And a Rostock, you know, I might have a use for your previous stuff, so perhaps I will use it.
If you wish, yes, I am happy to. Give me a moment to change over my accoutrement. And I
Of course. No, it
motioned
does
all
not.
the gems and things I have studded with it. The worthless gems and strings.
Does anybody want my leather armor that I had before? No? Alright. I will put it in the trash where it belongs.
Oh, no. You can put it in here. We can sell it later.
No, I will put it in the garbage.
Pholebis' armor, by the way, it's horrific smelling.
That's fine. Fine for me.
Maybe put some oils on it or something to mitigate.
Just have to wear it in.
When you are all ready, we need to get together. There's no telling what's outside this door.
Off-gassing.
But I would like to not go back to the hole everywhere before to go out of this place. Then we have to prepare for what is to face us when we go back to the ship. We do not know if those spirits will be genuine or not. prepare for a trap of some sort. We have not had the best of luck of people being honest with us.
Well, for what it's worth, and I will pull the parchment out of my chest, and I will show the signed contract. At least we have this.
Yes. This is true. Is everyone ready?
Are you done with the danglies, Rostok?
Done with the what? Oh, the danglies. Yes, here. My shortest staff now that is held with one hand now has a bunch of branches I've twined around it. And it's just a normal +1 staff now. Would do you want my previous one?
You know what? It might be a little too big for me. I need at least one hand free when we're working around.
I see.
I could always snap it in half and make it smaller for you.
I think that may damage the magics that have been imparted upon it.
Perhaps we stow it in the bag of holding for now.
Yes, that is my plan. Let me know if you wish for it.
Can I make a suggestion to you, Arashta? I believe that we do have plenty of shields inside this bag. You probably would want to use one to give you a little bit more defense.
Yes, my steel shield is still in there. If you would like it.
You have a free hand now, do you not?
I do. Is that something I can? I've never used the shield before.
Yeah, I can show you how to use it. When you're about to be attacked, you just hold your shield up and hope for the best.
I think this is a great idea. Two of you.
Very well.
Together.
Yes, I suppose I could.
Good.
All right. Yes. And I pull out one of the shields and kind of strap it to my wrist.
Okie dokie.
Arcee, would you like to do the honors of looking outside to see if anything is coming, and I can drag the coffin with me, or I can do it? It's up to you.
No, I've got it. And I'll go up to the door. I'll peek my head out and survey our surroundings.
Sure. You see a bunch of ice floes, some wooden planks, and not much else. Ice.
Yeah. It's quiet. Cold. Nothing else disturbing the snow.
Good. Find a body of water. Say our rights and send her off.
Did you investigate down that way, Malavik? And I point down towards the tunnel that's off to our left.
I did not.
Or to our right.
I apologize. I was more deep in thought about this naiad. Something just feels off.
No, that is all right. We can take a look now.
Okay, I will go look, as Yara suggested. I'm assuming you mean down this way?
To the right of the fountain, yes.
Oh, down there?
No. So where we fought Pholebis, there is a tunnel. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I will go with you.
Can I move this? Oh, there we go. Okay. I will, having flashbacks. I will stand on the corner and stealth my way, peek across, look inside.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
In stealth or, oh no, excuse me, in perception.
And
22.
I was going to guide you. Oh, that's all right.
Sorry.
Karun appears behind and just see anything interesting?
Inside,
Fantastic.
you can see various crests, ornaments, and tokens. A scimitar, a stylized snowflake, a burning sun, an angry eye, and more hang from the walls of this squat library. Bookcases are carved into the walls, each shelf lined with moldering tomes.
I do not understand.
What do you
This room.
see?
Crests, scimitars, all kinds of symbolic meanings. Could be a room of worship, could be a trap, could be a magical place. I do not have means to detect magic, and I do not want to just run in.
Arash, talk.
I'm like looking at the staff still, kind of poring over it.
There may be some things of importance here, I am unsure. And I'll peek my head in.
Religious meanings. I'm just mumbling.
And there are
I
books
make-
on the shelves, yes?
There are moldering tomes upon the shelf.
There are books.
Books?
Celia.
You see me pop my head around?
Books?
Could I make an occultism check or arcana?
You can, but you'd have to get closer.
I will get closer.
I gently
Arcana.
squeeze past Yara. Books? Books?
Okay.
I am
following.
hesitant.
I'm just walking in, but I do have detect magic out. I'm just kind of spreading it around.
I was gonna ask if someone could check to see if there's any triggers, but
Oh, I'm doing it,
You're
but
already
Arcelia is in
inside.
front of me
That's why
already.
I called
so
for him, yes.
okay, all right.
Arcelia has done the normally it's a face check, right? In like MMOs to like check something. I think this is like a
Yes.
tits check, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
Boobs first.
You
Big chest ahead.
you head first into the room here. When suddenly nothing happens.
perfect.
You said
What
there were
about
crests, right?
There are, yes.
You said one was a burning sun? Does it look familiar, perhaps, to Arcelia, or to me for any drawings that perhaps she's shown?
You can start to investigate various things in here if that's what you'd like to do.
Yes.
Is
This'll be
anything
a,
magical?
So there are things that are magical here. You see 4 things that are magical here, Arashtak.
And while I'm doing that, I'm just like, wait, before Celia touches anything if I see her reaching.
Oh. All right.
Looks like 4 of the books are magical.
4 of these books are gleaming with magic. Then I point those 4 out. Yes, they are pulsing with magic. I can attempt to at least see. I can attempt to see what school it is, though I may not know more than that. I believe. I'm trying to see if this applies. I have a recognized spell. But it's this creature. That's related to a creature casting, so it does not apply here. I think I can do that with Arcana if I focus and pair it with Detect Magic, but that takes time.
Regardless, there's a lot of shit here. If you would like to investigate this area, you can, and spend some time to do that. Would you like to do that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And I believe that Karun was looking for arcane stuff. I'm not sure
Yes.
what that was about.
Yes,
I just want to make sure nothing goes unseen.
Okay.
Just checking to see if there was anything magical in this room.
Sure.
Traps or otherwise.
Everyone that is sort of trying to figure out anything that's usable here, book-wise or whatever, I will take some checks. So, depending on what you roll, will be what you are investigating for in this room. So I will take Arcana. I will take any sort of lore that is related to geography. Not society. Society won't work here. I think I will take occultism as well.
I can do that.
And potentially religion.
All right, I'll cover the religion then.
I'll cover the occultism.
I already rolled Arcana.
25.
They rolled the same. That's so cute. Sorry.
Yara and the lizard are giggling to each other.
How'd you look at this?
Oh, yes, look at that one.
Oh.
I just look over at Malavik. Oh, this old thing. Just,
You can make an Arcana roll, Karun.
No, I did.
I do not see it.
It
It's
was
for the
it was the
above
first
24.
thing right before I did.
Gotcha.
24, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, those are pretty decent rolls. Okay, so here's a few things. We had Karun make the Arcana check. Karun, you recognize what some of these spells are.
Oh.
You recognize some of these tomes being a tome of Briny Bolt, Lashing Rope, and Rashtak. You recognize one of these books as Advanced Scurvy, and Yara. This other book takes a little while to figure out what it is, but after about an hour or so of trying to piece together what the spell does, this is a phantom ship ritual. This is the spell that is being used on the ghost pirate ship.
Oh. Rashtak. Well, this tome here, it's for a ritual of sorts. Would I be able to tell, GM, what sort of, requirements or what sort of skills someone would need to perform this? Mechanically, I'm looking for religion, occultism, but would I be able to figure out?
This is a ritual and will require multiple people. This will be occultism.
Occultism, all right. I think this might be something interesting for you.
Will require 4 people.
Excellent. And I know for rituals there are secondary checks as well. Are the 3 other people the ones that make the secondary check? Excellent. Okay. Yes.
And the secondary checks will be sailing lore and survival, respectively.
Excellent. Well, you're a bit more into the occult than I am. I only dabble. So this might be of use to you. It's similar to the spell that was used on their ship.
Oh, I wonder. We could likely undo it with this. If that is the case. Maybe.
Well, they wanted to go for one last ride, did they not?
Yes. I mean more, we may be able to use it to counteract their curse.
This would free them from the ice. The ship would essentially become incorporeal. Move through the ice.
So I misunderstood. Yes, this would be wonderful. This will help us get out of here.
Yes. I take it, yes, and then... this tome I have here, I don't know if you could use it or not, but I actually have no need of it, Yara. It's advanced scurvy. I already know how to make that contagion.
Oh, we can always put these away and then figure it out later in terms of everything.
Very
All
good.
right.
And I put it away.
You can have this one and this one. I will hand you the lashing rope. Be very careful. There you go.
What are these? Oh.
Arcelia, make a esoteric lore roll.
Yeah. 22.
Okay. While they're sort of finding these books, a lot of these tomes are like obliterated as soon as you pick them up. Just kind of from mold and just age. And there's a little bit of information that you can get. You assemble a few scholarly journals, and they are about the Lake of Mists and Veils and the history, the geography, legends, locations, and inhabitants.
Very good. I will take notes and essentially try to summarize these as I'm looking through them. The Burning Sun symbol in particular does draw my interest, however. I am from the Burning Sun clan, and I would be able to tell at a glance if it is the same kind of symbol.
It definitely was, but as you pick it up, it falls apart.
Does it seem like this is a singular tome, or does it seem like perhaps they had a presence here? Like, is it like on the walls or anything like that?
I think what you would gather, judging from what this place is, these books have been collected from various wrecks. Does that mean the Burning Sun sailed through here? I think that's a pretty good chance.
As the book falls apart in my hands, I stare at it for a long, quiet moment. And I hold the mushy remains of what debris there is. A look of longing is on my face. It's been a long while since I've seen something like this. But
Celia.
Huh?
Is that important? It looks like mush.
It bore the symbol of my people, the Burning Sun clan. It's so strange to find evidence of home so far away.
I cannot do anything to that, for that now, but if you hold on to that and all of its pieces, the next time I'm able to commune and gain more spells from the Mosquito Witch, I may be able to do something for you. It could be a while from now, but I could restore that to its working order another day.
Truly?
Yes, though again it would be some time before I get blessed by the Queen again.
Good. Very good. This would very likely are travel logs. My people, they move throughout all of Galarian with their missions. This would tell me so much more about who came through here.
Retain it then, and I will fix it. But it will be time. You must wait.
I gather you into a sudden hug. Squeeze you.
Yes, affection. Yes, and return the hug.
All right. Yes, I will go about doing that, trying to preserve it.
Does anyone mind if Amanita eats these? And I hold the briny bolt and lashing rope up.
No, not at all. Chew away, a monitor.
Good, yes. And begin feeding the books. Yes.
Joanna, we have a monitor.
Yes. I have now added both of those into my known spells.
So cute, but it sounds so disgusting. I whisper to Malavik.
I do not understand why we keep those things around.
It is a great boon for Rostok's magic
Yeah, me neither,
capabilities.
Malavik.
Yeah, agreements. Now, if you're done doing all your magical sorcery, I would like to get on with this.
Yes, shall we return to the crew?
I want to give a word for this Naiad Queen before we do anything. Send her on her way.
Of course.
We should. Yes.
I will make my way towards the front door.
I will follow.
I follow.
I also follow.
Very well.
Boobily.
You begin to leave the temple area. Where to now?
This body of water, does it lead over into a bigger body of water?
I mean, these are all like ice flows. So this is like one of the bigger ice flows that you've seen. You know, when you are all sort of traveling along the ice here, there's a few spots where you kind of have to like make your way like around because like maybe the gap is too large to jump to the next ice flow. So it's really up to you. I would say that there's a lot of tributaries and things kind of here. It's not the greatest spot.
It's not the best spot.
It's big enough to throw the coffin in.
But I believe this is as good as it gets. We lead it up to whatever gods remain in the care of this woman, whatever she was before she became what she was, and send her on her way and let the river or the waterways guide her to the bigger ocean. If you would say a word, we do not know of this person, but looking at their face as I picked them up, though they lost their beauty, there's something trapped inside of innocence that may have been lost a long time ago.
Of course.
And as you know, for me, I sort of relate to this feeling. I couldn't help but see myself in her. It was once something beautiful, then turned something ugly due to whatever the world may have influenced our mind.
I'll go ahead and I will put my hands together and offer a prayer. Lady of the Graves, this Pholebis is a child of Galarian and as such a child of yours. Like it or not. If you would please find it in your schedule, I suppose, to lead them to the boneyard so that they may meet judgment and eventually peace. I would be most grateful. I'll lower my hands.
Thank you.
I will look to the coffin. You were a worthy combatant. It was a good fight. I am sorry we did not meet on gentler terms. I'm sorry that our diplomacy did not find a gentler course. I hope that you find freedom in whichever way you can, especially from the bonds of those that seek to destroy and dominate others. Goodbye.
Yara, may I ask for a dip of your oil?
Of course. I hand it over.
I'll uncap it with my teeth and spread it around the edges of the coffin, and then I will cough up a produce flame and contain it in my hand and kick the coffin to start the flow and toss the produce flame into the coffin where the oil is anyway.
See the driftwood start to blacken and smoke.
Hopefully they gain rest finally. tormented spirits of this land. Far too many. And I'll slowly start making my way around, trying to navigate the ice.
Very well.
I will follow at the rear to make sure that my friends are safe.
I
I
will be
will
towards
mutter.
the back.
Will mutter in Elvish to Joanna and say, "Look, Malavik is good at fire too."
Where are you headed now?
Hopefully back to the ship.
Very well. Another half mile or so to return to the ship across the ice floes, with occasional stops to try and navigate, jumping across, moving along the waters and such. But in the distance, you can see the coffin of Pholebis, probably just this trail of smoke into the sky. Our audience would see the coffin slowly start to sink, capsizes in strange ways. And there's a vortex that pulls it down into the depths. Eventually, you make your way back towards the ship and see the ghostly pirate crew as well as your companions, Sakawachi and her escorts, Inigi, Inuma, and Ulikuk.
We solved your little problem!
Did you now?
Yes?
I walk in defense, waiting for this stupid little capstan thing to attack me again.
Yeah, again, Malavik focuses. You see the capstan with its smiley face painted on it. It's just there. There's no movement whatsoever. Again, there's a glare off.
I just stare at it constantly.
What happened?
Well, we slew your good friend Pholebis.
Captain Tinhill throws his hands up. The crew lets loose a cheer.
And we found a ritual that we might be able to perform in order to free the vessel.
Wonderful, wonderful news. It will make it incorporeal, so you may be freed from the ice. Or does that allow us to stay on it for the journey, I wonder? I don't rightly know. You're the ones that read it. Perhaps let it be temporarily incorporeal to free you, and then it will be returned back to a solid state. Can you still sail it while it is solid? I can sail anything.
Before we do anything,
Well, before
question.
any of that, we all would be incorporeal, so it would all be fine.
Yes.
There's a little fine print right there, you see?
Yes. Was that Australia?
I wonder, in our travel back to the ship, have we noticed anything different with the environment? Does the never-breaking ice begin to break with the defeat of the Naiad?
Anything
you don't
we
notice
can tell?
anything immediately that you could tell.
Okay.
Malavik, were you going to say something, darling?
yes. I would like to be paid for our services before we do any kind of rituals. We have been through a lot, and I would like to say that that Naiad Queen, though she was your enemy, was also a victim. You promised us treasures, everything on the boat. I just want to make sure that is still going to be a thing once the ship goes into whatever state it is supposed to be in after we do this ritual.
I will
like to fill up our
stay
bags.
to the agreement, which we've already rewarded you for: the dagger of venom, the goggles of night, as well as passage anywhere that the ship can travel.
Correct, but there was also a fine print of saying, at least I think, that once we free you, this ship would be ours along with everything in it. Am I incorrect here?
The agreement was for you being able to travel anywhere.
And once you pass on that, the vessel would be usable by us. We did have that dialogue. However, I believe that Rashtok and I have another request, perhaps, for Gideon of your crew.
Do you know?
Chef says Smokey.
Ah, yes, it was Smokey was the nickname, right? Shit.
That's between you and Smokey, then.
Yes. Maybe speak to them?
Captain, if it's all right with you, perhaps we can get some rest. Stretch our feet a bit, take off our boots, dry.
Of course. Will you be performing the ritual first?
Do we wish to do so and then rest while we travel?
We should be
Yes.
of our word.
All
Of
right.
course.
Yes.
Very well. Then what is it that you require for this ritual?
I begin poring over it to see any materials that are needed.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Pearls or gems worth 50 gold pieces.
oh, you found it? You found the spell?
Yes.
Okay.
Here, I'll go ahead and I'll post it. So yes, it's pearls or gems worth a total value of 50 gold pieces, and then we would need 2 secondary casters. So it's 3, a primary and 2 secondary. The secondary checks are sailing lore or survival.
Yeah, sorry, I thought it was 4. You did pick up offerings in front of Pholebis's altar that you can potentially use.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't require all of it either.
Do we have a rough estimate of about how much these pearls and the aquamarine would be worth?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, give me a crafting check, somebody.
Garoon, do you have any idea how much these would be worth?
Let me take a look. Corinne brings out a little jeweler's spy. She brings the spyglass, pulls it around the other side, and looks into it like a magnifying glass. Let me have a little look. See?
Yes, of course. Here you are.
Let me have a little harder of it. Oh, I just can't quite see it.
Of course, of course.
1 second. There, that's better.
Beautiful.
Have to turn it around.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's headed the
Sorry,
wrong way.
you were looking at its butt. Hold on. There we go.
There.
Okay, so yes, there with a crit, there's 150 gold worth of pearls and aquamarines. You could potentially attempt the ritual 3 times.
Excellent. All right. Well, if you say this is about 150, we could probably use about this much. And I'll split up the gems here and hand over them to Rashtok, the ones that we would use for the ritual.
Yes. Good, good. All right. We
need
should-
people who are good with the whole ship thing, though, yes?
Ulukuk puts up his hand. I believe I might be able to help. What must I do?
Yeah, come here and we'll direct you as needed.
Very well.
He said someone who's good with survival, yes?
Yes.
I know my way around tracks and hunting. I would say I'm pretty decent. Unless there's someone that's better.
Direct you, I think, then.
Wonderful.
Yara?
Now, I'm not sure if... Oh,
Since you are the one that read this book, why don't you tell us, why don't you describe the scene of this ritual? What does this look like here?
well, we have a bunch of gems. And I believe what it looks like is you'll see me assisting Rashtok in getting the gems lined up on the ground, looking like a vessel, actually. So we're very carefully placing the gems around to make them look like a ship. And if there are any pieces remaining, I will place one in each of their hands. So I will give Malavik a pearl, I will give Rashtok a pearl, and I will give Ulikuk a pearl as well, because I used the, the aquamarine to make the ship look very blingy.
Very well.
Well, the rest is up to you. If you'd like a little bit of guidance, I can probably help with that much, but that's about it.
Yes, we can do that for all of us, I think. Would be wise.
Okay. Rashtok, are you leading the ritual?
Yeah, what was what? Yes, I am, I believe. Occultism?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, perfect. All right, and this is with guidance, so it'll be a +1,
Yes.
and then Ulikuk and Malavik will also get guidance. Between the two of us, we can, I mean, it's cantrip, so. All right, leading with occultism roll for a 29.
Okay. As Rashtok begins the ritual, describe what starts to happen, Rashtok.
30, actually, darling.
30, my mistake, thank you. Yes, I begin casting over this gemstone-like vessel, and it begins to apparate and form into 3 dimensions, almost ethereally. The gems melt and begin to shape the hull, the mast, and little figures begin to stand up in place of each ghost that is here, attempting to replicate the entire ship in this form as I concentrate and breathe out frost, forming it more.
You see these swirling effects, ethereal energy begin to swirl around, interspersed with bugs. As these insects emerge from Rashtok's leaves, you see them start to spread out, following around these ethereal motions. And as this happens, he motions towards Ulikuk and Malavik. Start off with Ulikuk. Roll the green die for Ulikuk here. Okay. Ulikuk, you can see, begins to head towards the wheel of the ship, and begins to take hold of the wheel and begins to guide the ship, sort of spinning it around, sort of trying to turn it in the ice, and slowly but surely you can see the ship. You see the ice begin to shear off at first, and the ship sort of stutters a moment, and then begins to free itself from the ice. Malavik.
Malavik, darling, is this your first ritual?
I smell the pearl.
All right, darling, you've got this. Yes,
focus.
hold on. I'll guide you here. You're going to... Yep, you do... whatever feels natural, darling.
I will look over at Capstan.
In the exact same position, hasn't moved. They glare at each other again.
Other than murdering that.
I'll take my hand and I'll slam it into the deck and grip the wood beneath my nails and close my eyes and grip my teeth and try to focus all of my survival instincts into this ritual. 23.
24.
24.
That's 24. Yes, thank you.
Malavik, as you connect with the ship, it's as if your senses broaden and you start to see the ice around the ship. You start to feel the waters as if they are submerged around your feet, and you can start to feel the ship begin to move. The ice cannot grab hold of you. The ship moves. Lower the sail! Hoist them as a mast! Come on, lads, we're moving! The crew raises hands, and you all feel this wave of strange... It feels like you're sort of being covered in a heavy blanket for a moment. As you all look at yourselves, you start to see through your hands, through your body for a moment. There's this sensation of weightlessness as you all move with the ship. Sailing through the ice, you pass through this obstruction as the ship makes way along the lake of mists and veils. The crew lets out a cheer.